Hi, Yanis. Yes.
Hello, Marina. How are you?
Yasos, kawajse.
I'm really good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm also good, very good. Looking forward talking to you. We didn't see each other like almost 1 year in May.
Almost a year. Yeah. Since
Yes,
we were together in Corfu last
yes.
year.
Are you going this year?
No, I'm not. I'm going to come to you this year on the 21st of May.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I'm
looking
going to be.
forward.
Yeah, I'm going to be with you at the heartbeat of coaching at the
Yes,
conference that you are putting together in Skopje.
yes. You're so welcome. How do you like the title, The Heartbeat of Coaching?
It's really interesting because it illustrates the very basic things that we do as coaches. I mean, we try to take people from one point and take them to another. They have to realize the reality and teach them, coach them, help them with tools and methodologies that will help them go further.
Yes, yes, and when if we want to make change, if we don't have the heart in it, it's not going to work. That's
Yes,
also
indeed.
the passion. so, so when I was thinking about what name should I give to the conference, it was really like came just like that, the heartbeat of coaching, because I know everybody who are coming, also the speakers, the workshop facilitators. That is it's not your job, eh? It's,
Yes,
it's something that you really, really like to do. I know
yes.
you do the same.
I think that if you're to choose coaching as a professional, and start working and making money as professional coach, you have to love it. You have to, you have to have an experience because most of us have been through changes, and we're at the state that we want to share and pass on the things that we've learned and we have experienced to other people.
Yes, yes, because usually it's also not everybody starting coaching because they want to make money. Maybe some people, yes, but what I know from myself, and I know from you also, we started from a personal experience. You
Yeah.
want to change something yourself. That's the main goal, how we started for ourselves.
Correct. Yeah. It's through the personal development that for me, I had to do a career change, and I needed to evolve for my business and as a professional to what I was doing. However, you have to go through a personal change. I mean, why? Because if you reach the point that something is not fully working, it means that there's something that you have to look into in your personal life and in your, personal capabilities or skills or an attitude or a mindset that you might have.
Yes. Let me just see. Somebody was my colleague writing something. Oh, okay. I thought she cannot enter, but it's okay.
Okay. All right.
It's always and I'm still going on coaching. Patricia also our
Yes.
colleague friend from Ireland. Sometimes we call each other also with Maria from Creta. I think you're also connecting with her a lot.
Yes, we do. Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
community, and it's a learning experience. And that's why we have, these conferences where people can get together and share their knowledge, share experience, and we learn from each other. It's not a single, it's not a one-man show. Okay, it's a team effort. You need to have others to help you, support you, and move on.
That's why I created the coaching conference, because I felt that the field is ready for the community. It's getting bigger, of course, the coaching community, and it's also to give to this professional a little bit deeper level. You know, that's why it's also very important to see the professional side from coaching. It's not just something which you do in 3 days training online. It's just a life journey. Yes. And I saw also you had also a coaching conference in Athens now, or where was that?
Well, there are different coaching conferences, you know, coming in Athens. I attended one about 2 or 3 weeks back. Yeah. And I'm also an EMCC member, an EMCC Greece member. So we had a conference there. So, you know, exchanging ideas, know-how, it's very important. So you can, you know, move on.
And how is coaching in Greece? Is it popular? Is it also growing, the community of coaches, the professional coaches?
I think there is always a trend with these, you know, jobs. There are a lot of, you know, different axes of coaching. I mean, there are coaches for business, for personal growth, for female power, for empowering people. So for children, for mothers, for fathers. So it's a huge community. So, you know, everyone specializes and, you know, do whatever he can so he can, you know, share his knowledge with others.
And what is your specialty? How do you describe yourself? Are you an NLP coach or you are something else?
All right. Okay. So, first of all, I'm a master NLP trainer by the NLP University. So, and I am also certified by the EMCC Greece as a senior coach. Yeah. So these are these two main axes. However, you know, as you, so have I have been certified to other methodologies as well in order to, you know, depending on the client and the needs of the client, I will be able to, you know, do whatever I can to support them. Yeah.
Yes. So, but when you do, let's say you are combining also, I'm doing a lot of course, also NLP in the coaching. I use NLP. It's really the basic. That's what I experience for everything, because it's working on the structure, and that's why but I cannot say I'm just an NLP coach. I'm much more than that. You as well.
Yes, correct. You know, when you know different methodologies, it's hard not to join them and try to, you know, take advantages of the methodologies and whatever fits the client. So, however, having said that, I mainly use the NLP as a coaching tool. I am also certified as a RETAC. It's about relations and emotion and therapy.
Okay.
Yes, I'm also a mindset map coach.
Yeah.
I think you are as well. You know,
that one I was interesting. That's from Robert Dilts, It's from Robert Dilts.
Yes, with Robert Dilts. But there is also, and the Greek hub that we have here in Athens, it's also very, very good with, you know, being certified as a coach there. So you almost always mix those stuff. When I do coaching, there are times that I train them. What I mean is that I'm going to teach them, I'm going to train them in a technique or in a mindset so they can learn it and they can apply it every day without having to reference to me in order to help them out.
Yes, great.
It's what they say is, as they say, that if you feed a person fish, he will be fed for a day, but if you teach him how to fish, he is going to be able to be fed for the rest of his life. Yeah. So it is, you know, it always depends, you know.
Yes, but that's the beauty of coaching. That's what I like. It's practical, It's you can apply it immediately. It's not the point in coaching to have the client for a year, let's say, in the coaching. It's
this is the difference between coaching and, psychotherapy, or, the one you focus on the past and you heal stuff from the past. Whereas with coaching, your main focus is on the present and on the future. So to me, this is the big, separation.
Somebody say that the NLP is a meta discipline which models all the other approaches. That's completely right. So it's on a level above the others of the others. That's completely true. The Darren, somebody was writing, yes, and love builds, he said, yes, that's our trainer, master trainer.
Okay.
That's great. Yes, NLP is absolutely above all, actually. Yes, because it models a lot of different approaches.
The NLP can be applied to different, sections of life. And what do I mean by that is it gives you the tools to realize how you're thinking, the patterns that you have of thinking, and how you can change them. By doing this, you can understand how the other people are thinking. So it's easier to communicate with the others. So you can do this in the job, when you're having a meeting, or when you're doing sales, when you're doing advertising, but you can also do it in your family, how you're going to teach your kids how to grow up, how you're going to speak with your family, or how you can go, to speak with friends, and how you're going to interact with these people as well. So yes, the NLP is a really powerful methodology that can help you in many, many different aspects of life.
Yes. That's, I see some friends I have from Groningen in Holland. They're living in Aruba, and they say hi. They know me from the time that I start to learn NLP. So I was practicing on everybody, All the things that we learned, I was practicing with friends. And the beauty of NLP, let's say now we just start to talk about NLP, but of course it's a huge part of our profession. You are also, and me as well, we are NLP master trainers, and most of the techniques are teaching how to communicate with others, but the NLP teach you how to communicate first with yourself. So that's the point, because we can learn some tools, techniques, and tips and tricks how to talk with other people, but if we are not aware of our way, how we communicate with ourselves, there will be only tips and tricks and techniques.
This is something that, in order to learn how to apply, and how, when you have a client that you're coaching, and you need to know how the other person is feeling and the procedure that he's going through, you have to go through yourself. So you are client zero, as we say. So you start with you, and then you go on with others.
Yes, of course. But first we have to really know ourselves well. But it's never-ending story, learning about yourself. There's always other layers. Last year we went to Mark Volin retreat in Skopje, and it was really amazing experience. Also a different layer of ourselves, and I really enjoy it. But was a huge takeaway also for my personal and for professional. I know that it was also for you as well.
It has been. You get in touch with things that they're there, but you haven't really realized that they're there. So, coaching can be a really, really nice tool to work on. Yes,
also in the systemic part, what Mark Volin was teaching is the unconscious processes and roles that we have in the family in order to survive. That's really behind any rational thinking of everything. So that is great, and that's what I like about you. You are also learning other approaches, and we are not stuck in one. Eh?
No. There is a whole structure, that, you're using the tools that you learn to address different things. So the systemic is amazing, NLP is another powerful tool. So you get to know, you're combining things in order to train people, to coach people, to support them at any phase of their life, they're going through.
Yes, and your topic will be coaching people that can't make up their minds.
Yeah.
I can be your client as well sometimes.
I have been one myself. It wasn't easy for me to decide. First of all, I wanted to analyze everything in order to make sure that I feel confident. And at the time that I have analyzed all the scenarios, and of course, focusing only on the bad cases scenario, never on the good scenario, time flies and you've missed the opportunity, So there are times in your life that you have to be bold and you have to take a risk and you have to trust yourself, I would say.
Yes, but
and,
sounds easy, but
yeah.
It's not easy, really.
No.
So, yes, so I'm very curious what you're gonna do. Of course, we are not going to say now everything what you're gonna do.
Well, I'm going to present the TheYmodel. It's a mixture of NLP techniques that help people. It's a mindset. It's a procedure where you can, step by step, analyze and evaluate the situation. So it would be easier for you, to take the decision and to be bold and,
Yeah.
don't miss the opportunity,
Yes, we all need that from time to time, of
Yeah.
course. But we also know that maybe the decision that we take now, we think that it's a right decision, and after a few months we will think like, "Oh my God, what did I do?" But that's life. That's
right. Yeah, that's the dynamics of life, and and that's why I said that you have to trust yourself, because it is going to change no matter what. There's no way that everything is going to be exactly the same things, and if you look around what is happening all around Europe and within Europe, the only certain thing that everything is on an uncertainty right now. Everything is, moving around. We don't know what is going to happen. The only thing that you can trust is yourself, and make sure that you are ready to adapt, to make changes, to take more decisions, bolder, or, move on with life.
Yes, because no matter what is happening outside of us, the way how we deal with that comes from inside. So it's almost outer and inner game. It's all the time mixed. But that's what the only thing that you can trust. It's your own mind, your own body, because the body also shows everything. It's also giving signals. I
mean, I totally agree with you. The feelings that we get, if you feel fear, if you feel anxiety, whatever you're feeling right now, it means something. It's a message which is being carried to your cognitive mind. So you have to look into this feeling and realize what your body is trying to say, in order to be coherent, to balance the ego and the soul, your inner game with the outer game, to be able, if I have to admit that, if someone asks me, have you done it? I would say, no. It's a continuous failing procedure. You're failing and you're doing it again. At the point, yes, you will find a balance, but the balance will be balanced because everything is unbalanced. So it is life.
That's life, yes.
That's life.
Sometimes you are more in the ego, sometimes more in the soul, sometimes in between. But we need them both, because the ego without the soul, it's because we need the ego. I don't know what you think about that, but the ego is something that is setting goals, it's for achievement, it's also for protection. And the soul, that it's always in process. The soul is something that we also need that both of them to balance in order to give the soul the space to express and to show up. We also need the ego, because the ego is the one also that connected with the cognitive. So you learn new skills, you want this, you want that. So the ego serves the soul, actually.
Yeah. And, there are many people that they are blaming ego as being something very selfish or very bad thing. It can be bad if you are over selfish or you tend to take care only of your ego, and at the other side, making sure that everybody is okay, but it's also not really good, because you tend to give, share things, and you never tend to, get things for yourself. And then you end up empty or taking advantage. So it is a balance. You need to balance those things. There's always, this imbalance that you have to do.
Yes. So also, again, sounds easy, but it's also not. So what we can expect, let's say it's going to be, the conference is going to be more like a workshop, like
Correct.
People have to do something.
Yes. So at the Aleksandar Palace, have I said it correct?
Yeah.
Okay. On the 21st of May, in order to make sure that people remember the date and the time, we're going to do a workshop. And what do I mean by a workshop? We're going to talk about the TheYmodel and how to be bold, how to make up your mind fast enough in order to take the opportunities. And we're going to analyze 4 axes on that. The first axis is going to be about the ego. The second axis is going to be about the soul. And the third axis is going to be about the balance of the two. And the fourth one, it's the feeling. And why the feeling is by itself. Because, if you're afraid, you are afraid. You have to address the feeling of fear. Or if you're anxious about the future, you have to look into and, really understand what your body is trying to communicate with you. Why? Because, I think in English we call it the gut feeling, it's this feeling inside that you feel that, okay, I can take a decision now. Or, no, I'm not going to take a decision because, you find different excuses, like I don't have all the data, or I'm not sure, or, I'm going to I'm going to take the opportunity, so my colleagues are going to be unhappy. Or if I decide that, I'm going to be unfair to my family. It's all this comfort zone that we have to deal with. And by comfort zone, I guess people understand what the comfort zone is, how we feel comfortable at the place we're at. It's this balance that we feel there. Which, the comfort zone is really nice because you do everything without any effort. It's easy, it's comfortable, it. It's like home, you get into home and you feel so cozy and so nice. However, because you're so nice and so cozy, you don't learn, you don't expand, you don't do different things. And then, if you stay too much at the comfort zone, we call it rotten, it starts smelling, as we call it in Greece. You can't understand, you are feeling bored, I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I want to change, but I don't want to change because the comfort zone is nice. So we're going to talk about these 4 axes and how you can make up your mind fast. And what do I mean by fast?
Effortless.
Yes, and not just effortless, and quickly. Because if there's an opportunity there, if you don't take it, you've missed it.
Yeah.
And this is a decision, There are people that they don't want to make up their minds because they don't want to take a decision, which is a decision in a way.
Yes.
So at the workshop, we're going to deal with all these 4 axes, and we're going to do some exercises. We're going to be split in smaller groups so people can coach one another.
Ah, nice.
Yes, I know the time is not, we don't have lots of time during the workshop, but they're going to get a feeling of, what is happening and how they can do it and how they can apply it.
Yes, that sounds really great. And I'm very curious about it. And it reminds me of something you said that, the chances are gone if you don't react immediately or something or take a decision. There are also 3 things that never come back. There are words. Once you said them, you cannot take them back. The time and chances.
Yeah.
So these 3 things are always here and in combination. We have a few, highs from some people. So
Okay.
also Lena said can't wait, and Bojana is also sending hearts, and also other people. So it's nice. Anyway, we're gonna put this talk will be online. No problem.
And if there are people that they're going to watch it tomorrow, the day after, if they go to the website, they will be able to, to buy the tickets and, be part of what we do and, what we're going to do there. Because it's not going to be me. It's going to be lots of people talking about different stuff that people can learn from each other.
Yes, it's a lot. And that's why we make it very experiential, to experience, because coaching, you cannot talk about topics and everything. You have to feel it. You have to practice it. You have to do it. So that's why coaching conference cannot be just PowerPoints and talking about it. You have to get in.
The sharing knowledge is very easy. I mean, if you go online, either at the artificial intelligence website that, they're a very hot topic right now, or you just go on the web browser and type, you will get the information. The difference is when doing coaching or doing training is the experience that you get with the knowledge, is that you have someone there and you can, ask questions as well, and they can reply. So it's not the same. I have, I'm sure you have done too. You've watched videos and material that are sold or given free online, which is fine in theory, but when you're going to apply them in your life, there you need help. And this is where, that's the good thing with the conferences that, I will be there, for instance, and the people that are going to be there, they will be able, to raise their hands and ask a question, and they can, listen to my opinion and, do practice and learn there.
Yeah, because it's a workshop, so people will also experience. They will do something. So it's going to be very busy and very interesting flow we're gonna have, because there are different workshops that people can attend. So that is going to be nice. And I want to go back because also NLP, people said, oh, just give me some book to learn. I say, you cannot learn NLP from a book. It's completely embodied process. You really have to experience it. Same like a coaching. You cannot just read about coaching and know the coaching. It's more practice.
I think it's the same with cooking, for instance. You can get the recipe, but having a recipe and trying to cook this thing that you're reading, well, no. You need experience. You learn to you need someone to help you there, and that's why we learn with you go to your grandmother and you say, oh, mom, grandmother, how do you do this cake? And she will inform you about the secrets that you have to put there. And this is the difference with, these conferences and, learning material from online or by person. Even if he, the teacher or the trainer or the coach is online, you still get to interact. You still get to ask questions, to express obstacles, or express your different, your opinion that might be different one. And this is also very, the collective intelligence. It's very, learning experience. You learn from other people's oppositions and their ideas and their thoughts. So that's why I love the conferences, that you can, meet people by person. I mean, I'm sure that most of the people through LinkedIn, or you can go online on Instagram, on Facebook, or in every social platform, but it's different. I know when we're doing training, NLP trainings, and I do the certification here in Athens, we're doing it mostly online because it's easier. I mean, there are people connecting from all over the place. And then we have the graduation at the end, and the people, they say, oh, you're tall, or you're shorter than I thought, or you're bigger, or you're smaller, and you're trying to connect, a small picture with a body.
Yeah.
And this is the really nice thing with the conferences, and that's why I love going to conferences, because you interact with people, you can ask them, you can see, you can, get the feeling,
the energy, of course,
yes.
Because like online is different in person. I'm also totally agree with that. I love in-person trainings, retreats, whatever. This, of course, it's easier. I'm also doing a program now about somatic trauma therapy. I'm online, and
Okay.
it's interesting, because you have to experience your own body when you work with that. But still, I hope they will also organize something to get in person, all of us, so that's completely different experience. So yes, I'm looking forward. I really like the title that you have, and I really like all the things that you're gonna combine and do. I'm very curious how you're gonna do that, because I love to be with colleagues from different places in the world, because NLP is NLP, but everybody can do it differently. Of course, there are basic things, but we all do something.
Yeah, it's when it's like going to the doctor. You go to the doctor, to the dentist, let's say, and then you don't like the dentist, and you go to another dentist who's still a dentist, but you feel more comfortable with him. So it's the coaches, you go to the one coach, I don't like him, or I don't like her, or I need to go to a different one. So, the energy, as you said, that one person gives out, for me, it's very important, and you cannot have it when it's pre-recorded material.
Yes, it's always is different. The people that are for people who really want to learn and to go into personal transformation, so important is not only how professional the coach or the trainer is, but how it's also as well as a person, the energy, the openness, the reaching out, and because you can learn how to do it. But if you didn't experience yourself, if you didn't do your personal work, people feel that. Because you just, you don't walk your talk, as the American.
So true. So true.
Yeah.
And the another characteristic that coaching and NLP has is that it changes from country to country and from culture to culture. I mean, we as Balkans, and I mean by Balkans, I mean this part of Europe, we have lots of common things. Even if we have differences, there's a lot of common things that can apply. Whereas if you go, let's say, to England or to Norway or to France, that's two different worlds, and we cannot understand each other. And you go doing training there, and everything, it changes. So you have to adapt, you have to change, you have to create skills that will really help you. So, especially I'm coaching people that they do career change, or they change in countries. people living from Greece and going there. And it's a different mentality, trying to understand yourself when entering a community, which is very, very different. I mean, I don't know if you've been to North. I think last year you had Patricia. Patricia is from Ireland.
Yeah.
Ireland, it's not Balkans. It's very quiet, very easy, very different. So, it's very interesting to learn things from different people, from different cultures. And this is something that your coaching conference has. I mean, you bring people from different countries. So the people who attend can learn different stuff.
Yes, it's also nice, as more you meet people from a different countries, I think you learn also more about yourself. I remember I used to live 17 years in Holland, and when I was teaching their NLP, also I started there everything, and then I was teaching also NLP. People liked me because I was very open, and I was like, Balkan style. You are reaching out to people. They are more inside, let's say, but of course they're also very nice people. But it's a different way of approaching new things and everything. And it was always interesting how people also, they need the time. Like we also do with new people. You need time. And then when your body feels safe, unconscious.
And then they open up and, you create different connections, and, the interesting things, I have some friends coming from the United States here. The friends there, I met them in 2005 or something when I was in England. I was doing my master's at Manchester Business School. So I haven't seen them for about 6 or 7 years. Yes, we talk online, but it's not the same. And when we're going to meet, it's going to be just like that time. So you continue the story that you have. That's exactly the same with conferences. You meet people and then you meet them again, and you kind of following their path of life. Then you learn how they're learning, what they're learning, how they're evolving. So it is, parallel procedures that people can understand and can learn and improve.
For us also, we know each other through Maria, and yes, but we never met. First time we met in Corfu last year.
Yes.
And it was like we know each other.
Yes, it was like, I know,
And now you're coming to Skopje. It will be really nice, and you're gonna stay a little bit longer. You're gonna
I'm going to drive up. Because I know that the scenery is really, really nice. And I have to admit that I've been to Bulgaria, I've been to Albania, I've been to many countries, but I've never been and I've never visited the city of Skopje. So I'm going to take my car and drive up so I can see and, get into the mood. And I'm going to stay some days more, not only just, to catch up and, go for dinner and so on, but also to meet the people, get to know people and learn from other people. It's part of life, I think, at least for me,
That's nice, when you do the job like this, you're invited to also different places. I really love, we are international work. It's so nice. It's not only in your country, but you have a chance to meet totally new people, and that's what I really enjoyed. And what I still have.
Oh, all right.
Still waiting for the key. End of July, I will get it.
Brilliant. Okay.
My new home. I'm so happy with this. I'm really looking forward to put the key of my new home here. And it's my anchor. That is so nice from NLP, the anchors that we have. And every time when I look for this, I remember in our great process that we had in Corfu and everything what happened there. So it's really, really great.
And this is how we built our own small community within a bigger community, It's the people that you meet, the people that you keep, you know, contact people in, and so on. So in a way, you're creating your own, you know, circle of
Yes,
people that
yes,
will escort you at your life.
yes. And it's also support group, eh? That's also
Yeah,
very, you can call and ask each other for something because the way that we do the work, also NLP master trainer and coaches, it's also very important to have people who also do this thing on that level. So you can ask and how can I do this or that. So that's a beautiful community. And I'm sure that with the coaching conference this time also we will create a great community, and I'm looking forward to your workshop. I know it will be great and very insightful for the people and helping the people to make decisions quick and easy. And if you have something else to share, you can
no,
share. Yes,
I really can't wait
yes,
driving up. I can't wait. I'm meeting the people there, talking with them, you know, getting to know people, and you know,
yes,
learning from me, and I'm going to be learning from them. So
yes.
it's always, you know, in give and take procedure.
Yes, it will be great. I'm also looking
Yeah.
forward to meet you here and to walk you around to get a sense of the environment here and everything, the food also, and going
Yeah.
out. So happy to meet you and to see you as well. So Yanis, Evcharistopoli.
Thank you for being here, you know, with me live, and you know, for the people that they have watched it and
Yes,
will be watching them. We will be there waiting for them on the 21st of May at Aleksandar Palace. Am I saying it correctly? Yes, I am. All right, brilliant. Okay,
yes. Thank you so much, and
thank you.
soon before you come, we're gonna discuss.
Of course.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye
Good night to everyone. Bye.
bye.